Alright folks, good morning and welcome back to Mouteki.com. It is May 3rd, just around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time before New York markets open. Today we're going to be covering the Audi Japanese Yen. As you can see currently on my screen, the 1 hour compression. And as you can see in the 1 hour compression, the line of supply that I talked about in the blog post, a very dominant line of supply in this market that should be obviously depicted by traders of all experience levels here. So that's where my analysis has become. This is a very nice line of supply. And furthermore, what I can see is that there has been a violation, a direct violation at that, where you can see the line has come perfectly. And then we've seen a tremendous turn in this market of the line of supply. So what this is indicating at this point is that we are going to have demand overcome this market, which will create an increase in price. Now, my job is to further analyze this pair and prove using my technical analysis that there is indeed going to be a turn in price. Now when I take this down to the smaller compression, particularly here where I went was to the 5-minute chart, here you can see the line of supply coming from the 1 hour compression. Okay, now what we can note here is our movement that has gotten us above the line of supply that has created the violation in the pair. This is a nice healthy initial movement in here, 50 pips or so to this movement, so that shows that there is indeed sign here that this is just not a trending of the pair. Okay, now further analyzing what's happening here, we can see that we have had a initial movement, we have had a retracement in here to 50%, but we have not seen this market turn to the 61.8, which is not a problem, but it's just that we like to see that 61.8 give us a sign of pullback in the market and see slight retracement, because that's the earliest level in the market where we can see profit taking, which in turn shows us that the market is proving itself and respecting that. But no problem, because we still have other levels up above. Here you can see we have a 100% fib expansion, and what I'm anticipating here is at this 100% fib expansion we will see a nice retracement come in here just around 8 o'clock before the New York session, where we see those New York fakeouts that I talk about all the time that usually happen from the 8 a.m. till around 9:30 hours during the New York trading session. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be betting on today here on the Audi Yen and be looking at, I should say, is for this to occur. Let's just take this out to the 15-minute compression so we can have a better look at exactly what I'm talking about once again. So again, here is our 1 hour line of supply. We can now looking at it on the 15-minute compression. You can see nice clear direction there in that violation of the supply. So demand is definitely in this market at this point. We have the retracement, nice retracement at that, very clean, crisp, down to the 50%. From there, the market has turned, failed to prove itself to the 61.8, but not a problem. That just means that we're seeing a moving market, and you can see that also showing here in price action. Now, what I'm looking for here is for this 100% to give me a pullback, and all retracements off this 100%, I will be looking to trade using my price action up to the 161.8 fib expansion for the completion movement. Now, what I usually like to see is the area of the 161.8 overlap with a fib zone, and that becomes a confluence of events for me, and I like to have my profit taking at those levels. Okay, all that is just one more piece of information that the market is giving. So when I take my crosshair here and I measure out this movement, okay, what I can see is that this movement is sitting here around 98 pips away. Now, speaking fib zones wise, we're looking for an 89 or a 144 in between here. Now when we move down, we can see that the 89 zone is sitting here at around the 87.60 price level. Actually, the 87.56, you can see it exactly on my crosshair. So what's telling me is that 161.8 is potentially a good place to be targeting here in this market. It's just 9 pips above the 89 fib zone, so not a problem there. That is not a big difference to worry about, and it's showing that there is reason to believe that the market is going to achieve that 161.8, because it also will be completing a 89 fib zone movement. So what we're looking at right away here, once again, we're looking for that retracement. We can already see that as I'm speaking, this retracement is going to come in here. So what I'm going to do now is prepare myself for the trading opportunity to arise. Okay, now we can see that we have our fib retracements of this movement in here. So now all of these areas here are going to be valid points of support that I'm going to look for price action to give me a New York session trade looking for the 161.8 payout. So that's what we're going to have today on Mouteki.com. Hope you enjoyed that analysis. We'll be back with some more a bit later on. Until then, have a good morning, good luck, and happy trading.